Hey everyone, Randy Coppola, U.S. Launch Report. I'm here at the U.S. Air Force History Center outside the gate of Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. We're going down to Pad 41 where they're going to do the groundbreaking ceremony for the manned gantry that's going to be built on Pad 41. So it's a very historic day and we're very lucky to have the opportunity to go down there. Did want to touch on a little bit of history of Pad 41. Now of course, as you've known from other broadcasts, the Atlas rocket launches from Pad 41. What's going to be built there, in addition to the erector that currently stands up these rockets, is a gantry for the astronauts to travel up to the top and get in. And the company that will be building that capsule is Boeing, which is making the CST-100, which is planned for the return to manned spaceflight, and it's going to happen right here at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. So stand by and watch for more reports as we get closer to manned American spaceflight from Launch Pad 41, Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. The work that's about to be done on Pad 41 are amazingly similar to the way rockets were launched back in the day. Back in 50 years ago, as you can see from Launch Complex 14, a gantry where the astronauts would go to the top of the capsule and enter, and then it was retracted. So the standalone rocket holder remained, and the rocket would be launched from there. So have to give credit to the engineers and scientists at the time. Their technology proved worthy in today's rocket technology world.
Hello, it's Mike Wagner, U.S. Launch Report. I'm here on Pad 41 for the groundbreaking of the crewed lift tower, which is going to be located right over here, that will lift the astronauts up 224 feet and then bring them over on a walkway another 50 feet to the launch pad, which is located right here. Then afterwards, away they go. And we're getting ever closer. 2017, United Launch Alliance is very excited, and we are too. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Absolutely. I keep telling my team that this is our opportunity to write a new chapter in the history books, and it's very exciting. You know, I grew up on the Space Coast. Obviously, I was 2 months old when John Glenn took his historic flight, but I was here for all of the manned launches and shuttle launches, and this is really a dream come true and a tremendous opportunity for ULA. And we have the right vehicle for it and the right people to support it. We'll stop here for just a minute. So again, from the same level, which is level 12,
that's 174 feet?
About 172 feet, is where the crew escape system is. It's a slide wire basket system, very similar to shuttle.
Right, okay.
Except we've taken a lot of the lessons learned from shuttle and made some great improvements on this system. And basically, the egress system is about a 1,345-foot slide wire basket trip to what we call the Rady Building parking lot. And that's just to the northeast of us from here.
You said improvements, though, like what? I mean, I'm familiar with the shuttle basket.
So some of the improvements that we're making is, for shuttle, it was basically a single rope that was gravity fed the whole way down. We are also going to be gravity fed the whole way down. However, we're going to have what they call a haul rope. And that haul rope is a continuous loop rope, which will allow us to use that rope for braking purposes when we get closer to the bottom. The other thing that we're doing is we're taking some of the technologies that are used in gondolas. And so what we're going to do is we have to navigate over a guard shack. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually put a stanchion up with these fixed rails that the cables will roll over top of, and that will provide a fixed height. We're going to use that same technology down in the landing zone. So when the baskets get down the landing zone, they will be at a fixed height. So regardless of how much weight comes out, the baskets will stay at that height and not go up. A couple of other improvements that we've done is rear entry. So instead of having to step into a basket or climb out, they'll basically walk in and walk out. So those are some of the improvements. And again, you know, we're able to capitalize on a lot of the great work that came out of, you know, the Space Shuttle program and incorporate it into some of our designs.
How many baskets are you planning on using?
4 baskets. So, and the baskets will be able to occupy up to 5 passengers.
Wow, so
a total of 20.
That's why you need that.
We're going to have a very small number of people out here during crew load. So we'll have much like shuttle, it'll be a fully tanked vehicle. It's going to be a very small group of people, probably 13, 14 people tops. We looked only at shuttle, unfortunately. Yeah, that was about the only data point that we could use in regards to the way the arm was structured, the white room. And again, we tried to capitalize on what knowledge, you know, that the former engineers were able to create, and then we built off of that. But from an operations perspective, we are building off of what has worked very well for this program over the last many years. And we've been working closely with our Boeing counterparts, because obviously there are some differences. You know, we're dealing with humans at this point and not a tangible piece of hardware. And so we are taking all those aspects into consideration. All the human safety factors are included in our designs for the tower. So we believe we've done a really good job up to this point, and providing a very safe and reliable launch system, and also a crew access tower for the crew. So,
I thought you were waiting for me.
The way that ULA is conducting all of the pattern modifications here in the middle of one of the busiest manifests at any private space. So thank you, Howard. The Atlas V, with its unrivaled technical and schedule reliability, is the obvious choice for a commercial crew launch vehicle. Right now, we've had 52 successful launches, 100% mission success, and we're really excited that Flight 73 is going to have a CST-100 capsule. So thank you very much. Truly is an integrated effort here with all of our teammates and partners, and we want to thank them for all the progress that we've made and for the work that's in front of us on this historic journey. So thank you guys very much. I'd like to introduce Tim Sponek to say a few words.
Thank you, John. And on behalf of United Launch Alliance, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today is actually a very important day in space history. It was 53 years ago today that John Glenn was the first American to orbit the Earth, launching on an Atlas rocket just a few miles from here. And I tell you, we are thrilled to be collaborating with the Boeing company and with NASA to be continuing that legacy and to be returning America to launching astronauts to the space station. As John indicated, we have a terrific plan to be building this crew access tower over the next 18 months. In that same time frame, we'll be launching a dozen missions. And we've got a great plan that's going to accommodate the production of that crew access tower and the crew platform to access the CST-100 to enable these critical launches. Thank you all for being here today.
All right, and Bob Caban.
Thanks, John. I debated whether or not I'd wear my NASA flight jacket out here. I thought maybe I could wangle my way onto the test flight with Fergie, but I decided, you know.
We can work that.
Today is an historic event. It's just one more piece of tangible. It's just one more piece of tangible evidence of the progress that we're making here at KSC, moving into the future, transitioning to what we're going to be, and that's that multi-user spaceport for government and commercial operations to and from low Earth orbit and beyond. This is an historic pad. It's launched a number of NASA scientific missions, Voyager, Pluto New Horizons, the Curiosity rover on Mars, and now it's going to launch an even more valuable, precious piece of cargo, and that's NASA astronauts to the International Space Station. I couldn't be more pleased with the partnerships that we have and the progress that we're making. It was pointed out in our discussions earlier, you know, pretty soon we hope to have 3 pads here at KSC launching humans to space, 41 with the Atlas CST-100, 39A with the Falcon 9 and the Dragon Rider, and 39B with Orion on the SLS. And that's a pretty amazing future that we got coming. So we're going to continue to explore, we're going to continue to move forward, we're going to continue to be commercially friendly, enabling commercial operations, and I can't wait to see this tower erected and an Atlas V up there with a CST-100 headed off to the International Space Station. Thanks.
Are we in the right order for sure? All right. Ready? Okay. All right. Just hold the bubbles.
Look this way, please.
And this way, please. Thank you.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. All right.
For U.S. Launch Report, this is Randy Coppola. Thank you for watching.